The woman in room 313. My name is Daniel Reyes. For 12 years, I worked as a night security guard in an old residential building in Chicago. I thought I had seen everything: break-ins, fires, addicts sleeping in stairwells, but nothing ever prepared me for what happened in room 313. This incident was reported once in 1998 in a local newspaper, but no one ever talked about it again. I'm sharing it now because I still have nightmares, and maybe telling it will help. The beginning. The building was quiet that night. It was a Thursday in October, one of those cold nights where the wind whistles through the pipes. At 2:17 a.m., the fire alarm system glitched, one alarm only, coming from the third floor. I checked the monitor, room 313, fire motion detected, but here's the strange part: room 313 had been empty for 6 months. The tenant, an older woman named Mrs. Palmer, had passed away inside the apartment. No one wanted to rent it after what happened to her. People said she died sitting in her rocking chair, facing the door, as if she was waiting for someone. I ignored the stories. But that night, when the alarm went off, I felt something inside me say, "Don't go upstairs." Of course, I had to. Inside the third floor, when the elevator doors opened, the air was freezing. Not cold, freezing, like I had stepped into a refrigerator. The hallway lights flickered, humming loud enough to annoy me. As I walked toward room 313, I heard it. A slow, rhythmic creaking, back and forth, the sound of a rocking chair. My stomach turned. The chair had been removed after Mrs. Palmer died. I was the one who carried it out. I reached the door. It was slightly open. Not enough for someone to enter, but enough for me to see inside. Inside, the apartment was completely dark, only the sound of the chair continued. Creak. Creak. I pushed the door gently. "Maintenance," I called. "Is anyone in here?" No answer. I stepped inside the room, my flashlight cut through the darkness. Everything was untouched: old wallpaper, empty shelves, dusty carpet, but then I saw it, the rocking chair, back in its place, in the middle of the room, rocking by itself. My chest tightened. I whispered, "No, impossible." Then I noticed something even worse: there was someone sitting in it, a woman. Thin. Pale. Wearing what looked like an old hospital gown, her head was tilted down, hair covering her face. I said, "Ma'am. You can't be here." The chair stopped, and she slowly lifted her head, her face, her eyes, completely black, as if there was nothing inside. Her lips opened. "You're late." The screaming. I stumbled back, tripping over the carpet. The woman stood up. The moment her feet touched the floor, the lights began to flicker violently. Then she screamed. Not a normal scream, a distorted, broken sound, like something between a human cry and a dying animal. "Get out." My flashlight turned off, the door slammed shut behind me, the room went pitch black. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. Then I felt it, a hand on my shoulder. Cold. Hard. "Wrong!" I yelled and kicked the door until it broke open. I ran down the hall without looking back. Aftermath. I quit the next morning. 2 weeks later, the landlord called me. He said no one believed my story. Until they inspected the room. Inside room 313, they found the rocking chair, which had indeed been removed months earlier, claw marks on the inside of the door, and the worst part, a message written on the wall in dust. He was late again. They boarded the room permanently. The building was closed in 2007, and me, I still hear the rocking chair in my dreams, back and forth, waiting. I froze, then I heard her whisper, right behind me, "You can't leave me again." The chair stopped. I haven't slept in the dark since that night, and I don't think the woman in room 313 ever left. She just found a new place to sit.